belongs to the Good Time Show.
Welcome back to the Good Time Show. We have Major from Cali Flight Club in the building.
How you do?
Okay.
Side in the building.
So
Now, what side of Cali are you from?
I'm actually from Northern California. You know, a lot of the SoCal rappers have been doing their thing, but I'm actually from NorCal. I'm from the Bay Area.
Okay.
I represent the Bay Area too.
Okay. Shout out. That's a big movement over there.
That is.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of people in this section that have been doing their thing. You know, shout out to I Am Sue and the people who did the Upso, and they doing their thing right now. Then they got the slow down movement, the little dance craze. So, you know, some people up north doing their thing out here right now.
Yeah, that's real big.
Yeah. Okay, now for those who don't know, tell us a little bit about Cali Flight Club and the movement.
Cali Flight Club. Honestly, it's just a bunch of young men and women coming together trying to strive for their goals in a positive fashion. You know, we believe everybody has goals that they want to accomplish. You know, they just need a little motivation, and that's what we do. We're proving to kids and teens around our age that, you know, it's possible if you guys come together, help each other, use each other's talents to get you to where you want to be. You can make it possible. We all wanted to be, you know, doing music very well. So what did we do? We knew each of us had separate talents that if we put together, we can get to our goals, and that's what we've been doing so far. So, I mean, just trying to show people it's possible. That's all we're really about. The name really just came from, you know, we just wanted to create something that was just for us, that kind of represented us, where we were from, what we were trying to do, you know, our goals. You know, Cali, where we're from, Flight, you know, we all wanted to be fly. We wanted to be the crew, the club, you know, so it just kind of came together.
Now that y'all all grow up together, or can anybody that feel your movement get down with y'all?
Honestly, at first it was just people that were there in the beginning, but it's honestly for anybody who's part of the movement, who wants to be a part of the movement. It's not just the Cali Flight Club, it's the major movement. So anybody young that's trying to do something positive or got a talent they want people to know about, or people to see some work they've done, they can join the movement, you know, feel like they're part of something. A lot of people, you know, nowadays don't have any motivation, don't have nothing to feel like they're part of. We what they could be a part of, you know, people being unique just by being themselves, you know, just by embracing their God-given talents, honestly.
That's dope. I like that, man. And because, you know, people will automatically think because y'all say major gang or flight club, or that's right, they gonna automatically assume that it's negative, but you actually put a very great spin to it. Like, it's really very a positive movement.
Yeah, honestly, the major gang part of it, that started off, it was just the clothing line part of it. So it was Cali Flight Club and the whole major movement. And when we started the major clothing line, me and my partner Lonnie Banks, the people that we were working with the clothing line, they kind of didn't do music. So they were like, they didn't want to be part of the Cali Flight Club. They wanted their own thing. And I was just like, you know what? We just kind of like the gang. And then next thing you know, they start running with it. And a lot of the fans picked it up. They wanted to be a part of Major Gang. And, you know, it was just something they could be a part of. You know, if you're not part of Major Movement, you could be part of the Flight Club or part of the gang, you know. It's just different parts of the movement, you know. It's all types of people, so we want everybody to feel like they could be a part of the movement, you know.
Right.
Now with the clothing line, is it just for males or is it for females as well?
It is for males and females. We put out a few shirts for the males. We were actually, you know, just busy with a lot of music projects we had going on, so, you know, I was one of the main designers and a few other people, so we've been putting together the women's part of it, hopefully coming out at the end of this year. We're trying to go for a New Year's debut of the women's side of the clothing line, but we're honestly trying to get kids, men, women, get it all popping off soon, hopefully by New Year's.
Now, what type of demographic, like what type of style is it going to be? Is it more like a urban hip-hop style, or y'all going more contemporary? Like, what type of style y'all going with?
I've been actually talking with Lonnie about it. I'm doing more of the urban side of it, so I'll be doing like, you know, like tank tops and crew necks and the beanies and, you know, stuff that you see like college or high school kids wearing.
Okay.
And then later on, he's going to attack the market and go towards like the more casual look, meaning like, you know, sports coats and things of that nature. So that'll come, you know, in the future, just working together, seeing how we're going to attack that market, honestly.
Okay.
Now, hearing you guys is everything that you guys do. It's clearly how you guys came up with the new title for your song, Beast Mode. Now, how many different people or how many inputs, you know, that you say you guys work together, how many people came together to make that song and create the video? Because I've seen the video, and the video is very dope. Like, it's on the It's Me page, so I've seen it on there. So how did you guys come about with that, and how many people were actually involved in that?
For the song, it was just a few people, because, I mean, the guy, his name is Libra, he had sent me the beat, and, you know, me and him had been talking about working together, and I was just like, yo, you know what, this beat is fire right here. Like, I told him as soon as I heard it, I kind of already had the song in my head, because I had a vibe that I was, you know, when he sent me the beat, I kind of had a vibe, like, I want to go in beast mode. I want my whole team in beast mode. We got to just go crazy. And then when he sent me the beat, I was like, hey, this is the perfect beat for this. And then, you know, I wrote the whole song out, lyrics, you know, the chorus, all that stuff. And then when we got to the studio, it was me and Lonnie at the studio, and I was going over it with him, and I was like, hey, you know what, this is me and you both in beast mode, let's both do the chorus. And then we both did the chorus, and after the chorus was laid out and we heard it on the speakers in the studio, it was like, oh my God, this is crazy. And I was just so happy, and I just wanted to lay down the verses as soon as possible. So we laid down the track, you know, the two regular verses, then it was like a breakdown at the end of the song. But we kind of just wanted to preview something at the end of the video. So when the video was coming, we were doing a Beast Mode video with a friend of mine that goes to the Art Institute named Ben. He's the video guy for the Cali Flight Club. You can check him out. His Twitter should be up like on all our connections under our video and whatnot soon. We were just talking, and we had the song Mary Jane, and I was just like, hey, you know what? We should do something dope. Let's cut off the end of the Beast Mode song and add a snippet of the Mary Jane video into it. And then, you know, after we shot it, we had fun. We went to San Francisco. We went to a few other cities to shoot the Beast Mode and the Mary Jane. And then I just sent it to him, and he edited it. I told him what I wanted, and it just came out dope. When I first watched it, I honestly was like, yo, something's wrong with the video. And I did the same thing everybody else does. That's what made it so dope, because I thought something was really wrong with the video. I texted him, I'm calling while I'm watching the rest of the video, and then as soon as I see the other part of the video came on, I'm like, this is too dope. I gotta keep this concept. I'm gonna just stick with it. You know, I did a little screening with my team and some friends. We went and watched it on like a big screen TV. They all loved it, so we just went with that, and it just came out dope.
So you actually, y'all produce your own videos, y'all design your own clothes. So it's safe to say that y'all definitely have your own movement. Y'all in your own lane.
Yeah, what we try to do, that's another thing when I say anybody could become part of the team. We like finding young people with dope talent. Honestly, that's what Major is really all about, the whole Cali Flight Club movement. That's what it started on. So, you know, we find video guys that, you know, aren't a part of anything or that are looking to, you know, get stuff done for their portfolios or trying to, you know, just work with some dope young kids their same age, and people, engineers like myself or producers and whatnot that want to be a part of something. And, you know, we just, you know, we let them into the family, like, you know, it's all good. So.
Okay.
Well, it's definitely good to hear kids being positive and trying to motivate other kids, because you don't hear that a lot out here. So hearing it from, you know, a group of guys and girls coming together, trying to reach success together, that is awesome.
Now, for the listeners that's just not getting wind of you, where can they go and find out more about you? Where can they go and check y'all out? Check out some more, music, everything? Because I'm quite sure the listeners right now that's listening to you, they want to know how can they hear more and read more about y'all and become more with y'all.
The best way, honestly, is because I'm the person in the group that always drops the music or lets it leaks it. So if you want to just go to YouTube or my Twitter, You can go to YouTube, / Cali Flight Club, or just search Cali Flight Club on YouTube, and it should pop up all the newest stuff that I drop. Or go to me or Lonnie's Twitter, because we usually both like to release stuff from the group. Mine's Blaze, BLAZE Flight Club, FLIGHTCLUB, and his is just his name, Lonnie Banks, LOANI, Banks, BANKS. I'm really just always dropping stuff. I got a new tape that I'm only dropping for the fans called KISS. It stands for Kids Intentionally Striving for Success. I'm going to drop that in like the next 2 weeks, so that's going to be pretty dope. They can look out for that on YouTube, on the Twitter. A bunch of different sites are trying to debut it for us, so that's pretty cool. And then I have a tape coming out in the end of October called 93. That's going to be dope. They should all look out for that. It's going to be YouTube, Twitter. We do some Facebook promotions and some contests to get it free, the mixtape free. And that's going to be pretty dope. That's more of an intimate, really coming into the lives of majors. You kind of get to see through the mixtape what it's like to live life as a major. A lot of storytelling, a lot of beats and samples and stuff, from like the 90s and the late 80s, early 2000s, something they can understand and vibe with. So that's going to be pretty dope, man. I'm really excited about that. That's what they should be looking out for, really.
That's hot. That's hot.
That is awesome to hear.
Well, we finna blaze your new single.
Beast Mode.
We giving you the floor. Introduce it to the listeners right now. It's your show right now.
Yo, this is Westside Major from the Cali Flight Club right now. You tuning in to Good Times Radio. So right now they're about to play my single Beast Mode. If you anywhere in the world and you trying to go in beast mode to accomplish your goals, this is a song for you. This is your anthem. Check it out right now.
Perfect.